It's official, guys. I'm the worst cuber ever. I traveled all the way from Stockholm to Göteborg for one competition, Götalandsmästerskapet 2025, and I somehow ended up with 5 DNF results, and I missed multiple PRs by the smallest of margins. And yes, it's as painful as it sounds. Yeah, that's not what I was hoping for. Let's get into it. This video is sponsored by my new project, the Plus 2 podcast. It's a speedcubing podcast about, well, everything speedcubing, from the mindset behind it to the competitions and how to improve, all that kind of stuff. But stay tuned, because first episode's coming soon, and some episodes are recorded live on YouTube. So join us and be part of the discussion. You can also find every episode on most podcast platforms such as YouTube and Spotify. So stay tuned, and links are in the description, so go check it out. So let's start off with day one, where we had FMC up first. So first event, FMC, and guess what I got? DNF number 1. First event, 1 DNF. And this was just time management. I ran out of time. Gotta work on that. But not much you can say there. I don't practice FMC. So yeah. And then moved on to square one, where we had a 1 minute 16.87 as the fastest solve of the attempt, and also the first solve. Then it went downhill from there, a 2:07, 2 minutes 7 seconds. Not what I want. Even me not practicing square one, that's not what I want to see. And yeah, cutoff was 45 seconds. So obviously I could not continue. Then we head on to Megaminx, where I did not have 1 success, 0 successes. And this was because my first solve was over the 5-minute time limit. And then I took a DNS on the second solve because I wanted to save my energy and prepare for my main event, or one of my main events, which is 3x3 blindfolded, which was directly after this. And that meant that 2 of my 3 first events of the competition were DNFs. So yeah, not what you want to see. But then after Mega, we had 3 blind, like I said before, and yeah, this is where it hit rock bottom. Solve 1, DNF, made some memo mistakes, it seems like. After looking at the cube again, it just looks like I forgot to memorize properly. Then on the second solve, this was the best solve, but it was also a DNF. So yeah, and it looked good. Solve looked good. Edges completed pretty fast. Happy with that. And then I forgot my corner memo. So that's not ideal. Then I remember the corner memo, and guess what? Yeah, boy, forgot the last part only. So once I remembered my memo for corners, I went through it as fast as I could, and then I forgot that the UFR corner, for me, that is white, blue, red at the back right in the top layer, it was twisted. So I forgot about that because I was going way too fast and stopped the timer, DNF, which is unfortunate because that would have been 1 minute 30 seconds faster than my PR, which is just disappointing. Then we have solve 3, where I once again made some memo mistakes. Not much more you can do there. So after the first 1/4 completed, and yeah, I have 1 event where I don't have a DNF result. So great start to the day and the competition. Then we head on to the afternoon of day 1, so lunch after 3 blind, and we get into the events that basically everybody does. We start off with 2x2, where it was a pretty good average with a 4.58 starting it off. Really happy with that. That's just what I want to be at. And then we get to the best solve of probably the whole competition for me, which is a 3.11 PR single, which I'm really happy with. And then right after that, we headed on to a 5.11, made a little mistake there, so not ideal, but still looking good for a PR average. And then we move on to the fourth solve, where, yeah, 4.29, which is a really good solve, except for the fact that I plus 2'd it and got a 6.29 result on that solve, so yeah, not good. That really puts the PR in danger, but yeah, we have one more solve. If I get a good solve here, it's basically guaranteed to be a PR average, and then I blew it before I even started the timer. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I was just rotating in inspection, and then I guess my finger got caught on the corner of the corner, or the edge of the corner, and then I made one move. It's hard to see in the clip, but you can see that the bottom colors there are changing, and then that's obviously an automatic DNF. So yeah, if I didn't sell before, this is where I sold the most probably. But still got out with a 5.33 average. It's a good average, but it could have been way better if I actually got a time on that last solve. So what it could have been, yeah. After 2x2, we move on to big blind, where I have never gotten a success in big blind. I attempted 4 blind. On my first attempt, I did not get a success because I saved some time. Memo was not looking good, so I DNF'd it. And because my solves take a lot of time, there's a 1 hour 15-minute cumulative time limit, so I need to save some time. After 20 minutes, memo was bad, so move on to second solve. And yeah, I got DNF, which I was expecting that. Got some good blocks and lots of pieces solved, which is good to see, but obviously not a success, so that's another DNF. But after big blind, we had 3x3, the main event of basically everybody. It's the original. This is where you want to do well. I got a 16.07 single, which I'm really happy with. That's like times I want to be getting all the time. And then a 17.91 average, which is also really good. And first solve, it was a +2, unfortunately. So an 18.83 single, but it was +2. So it was a 16. Now it's an 18. Unfortunate. Then I got a 16.17, which is really good. That's what I want to be getting. And then a 16.97, another really good time. And then I have a chance at a PR average. And guess what I do? I just sell even more and get a 29. Like, how do you even get a 29? I don't know. But I got 29, which is disappointed. I eventually got an 18-second average, which is just a wasted PR there. Yeah, the selling streak continues. And then after 3x3, we had Megaminx, where I got a PR average with 13.71. It's not good, but I mean, for me, it's good. Not in general, it's not good. With an 8.34 best, which was not a PR, but PR average, so I'm happy with that. And that's my second PR average. No, not PR average. Second PR of the competition. Then we have multi, where I got 0 of 3 cubes, but my phone died, so I don't have footage, so sorry about that. Attempted 3 cubes, first 2 cubes close to being solved, but not solved. And then the third one, I just ran out of time, but there's more competitions, which I will be practicing for in all the blind events. Then that was it for me that day. There was cube, clock, and one-handed after that, but I had to leave and do other stuff, so unfortunately could not compete in that. But let's head on to day 2, where we started off with big cubes, 6 and 7. 6, 7. 6, 7! But I do not compete in big cubes, so skip that. And then we have 5x5, which I don't practice a lot, and I obviously miss cutoff because, yeah, I don't practice. But we started off the average with a 3-minute solve, which, yeah, not that good. I want to be sub 3, so unfortunate, but 3 minute 3 seconds. Then we move on to a 2 minute 46 second, which is pretty good. That's the times I want to be getting. Still miss cutoff, so I don't really care. I don't care about 5x5. And then we move on to 4x4, where cutoff was a 1 minute 15 second. So you have to be sub 1 minute 15 on the first 2 solves to continue and get your average. And guess what I got? First solve, 1 minute 16.79, missing cutoff by 1.79 seconds. And what makes it worst is that I got PLL parity. So parity cost me my first time making cutoff on 4x4. So that's disappointing. One little pause or one little lockup could have cost that as well. So unfortunate. Then we had a 1 minute 30. Not much to talk about there. Then it was clock finals. I did not compete in clocks, obviously, and I obviously would not make it to finals, so we skipped that. Then it was lunch, and then we have 2x2 second round, where I had the amazing idea of to do some challenges during the round. Yeah, guys, don't do challenges. For 2x2 second round, the challenge was eat 1 McDonald's chicken nugget per solve. So eat it starting in inspection, and guess what? Yeah, times were not good. Start off with the DNF. Yeah, DNF, not good. Nobody wants DNFs. Then we have a 6.69, not good. Then we had a 7.44 second, which, yeah, I don't think my strategy is working. And then we had a 4.73, the only good solve of this average, and that was also the best time of the average, which is just amazing. And then a 9.83 single. Yeah, this was not my round. This was not my day. But 7.82 average, no. I want to get 5-second averages at least, and hopefully 4-second averages. But yeah, 7.82, that's definitely not that. And yeah, have we learned something? Yes. Do not eat chicken nuggets during the solve. And probably don't do challenges if you're expecting good results. But did I learn my lesson? No, I did not. So 3x3 second round, the final round for me, the final solves of this competition for me. And guess what I had in mind then? That's right, drink a McDonald's Coke during inspection. Yeah, I don't know why I did this. And it actually started working at the start. Solve 1, 16.8, really good. Solve 2, 16.05, also really good. This puts me on a PR, potential PR. And then I blew it, guys. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? I blew it. On solve 3, I stopped the timer with, guess what? 1 move left. An M move. Meaning that, yes, that's a DNF. And it was a 15. Yep, I DNF'd a 15. By literally 1 nanometer. If you look at the solve, if I had just turned it like a nanometer more or dropped it in a different way, then it would have been solved. That puts the PR in danger once again. And then solve 4 sealed its fate, where guess what I got? Another 29. That was the nail in the coffin. Solve 5, a 15.54, fastest solve of the average. Yeah, I could have counted a 15 and 2/16. That would have been PR. But then I had to blow it by 1 and move. Just amazing. So that was it for me at this competition. But yeah, there are some good takeaways, tips and takeaways from my experience here. First off, time management matters, especially in blindfolded and FMC. In FMC, you obviously, I would say 10 minutes left. you should be writing down your solutions. And then for all blind events, don't rush it. Secure a solve, unless if you really have to go all in, but usually you don't. So just save your solves and get a success. And then we have number 3, which is practice your main events under pressure, because pressure in competitions, and if you're just practicing at home, no noise, you're not going to be ready for competitions. And then we also have early DNFs affect mindset. Yep, cubing is a big mind game. So try to actually get some successes, feel good before your solves. If you get DNFs at the start, you're going to feel not good mentally, and that could affect your solving. And finally, don't do dumb challenges when you're aiming for PRs or good times, because most of the time it's going to go bad. So don't do that. So yeah, that was Götalandsmästerskapet 2025 for me. And just a quick shout out to Peppidian, who got the Swedish Scoob national record with 2.11 average in Scoob finals. So congratulations to him. And comment your biggest competition fails down below in the comments, because this one was full of a lot of fails on my side. And then of course, check out the +2 podcast and +2 live. Links are in the description, and the first episodes are probably coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, like and subscribe, comment any tips, tricks, video ideas, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great rest of your day.